Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
This is Howard on second down. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case,
it's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 46 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Lucky 56. Gone. Leopard.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Over.
On 3rd down, this is Howard. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Howard. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll get it up the middle. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Jordan Howard with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Being chased out left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got him in. Complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Hey, 734. Hey, express.
Throwing now is Carr. Trying to improvise. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll go on the ground. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They'll give to Howard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Detroit!
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He's going to rifle one. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Corey Grant, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
But listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Gone! All right, here we go.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Play action. Now Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Swanson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Blue 90! Blue 90! Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Gone!
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dewan Smoot, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
They go play action with Jackson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Yannick Ngakoue, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Sharks got it left side. And out across midfield down to the 45. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's first and 10 from the 45. On first and 10, here's Carr. Dancing to his left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Raider 2! Now!
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Now! 180! 29! 28!
Carr going to try and throw on third down. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Corey Grant, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl. And
right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Watch it now, Barney.
Jackson on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Gone!
Now Jackson on first down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Jaguars getting set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Go Chiefs! Later 8!
Carr now on first down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Sheldon Richardson able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. To throw, it's Carr. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete here. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
29!
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He sets to fire deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time for the Ravens. 56 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
Gone! Detroit!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, twisting away.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, Carr. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
29. Later one.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down.
Well, that wasn't just a loss. That was a loss of big yardage there. So the sense you're starting to get is that offensively things are starting to pile up against them, and they've got to find a way to stop that. Conversely, how about the great call by the defensive coordinator? He realized that he's got him on the run a little bit. That call was made to get upfield penetration by his defensive front to try and get into the gaps, get upfield into the backfield, and make a big play. I think that was actually called not so much just to, to get it done that way, but to say, hey, guess what? We're going to be aggressive, and we had an opportunity and seized it.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down. Carr now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Corey Grant, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are back within a score. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and the defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Detroit! Gone!
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Now it's Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 56 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. When we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Oh, how about got this call down near the goal line. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. In for the score. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And now out come the Jags. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Forced out to his left. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Escaping the pressure right, and this is going to be incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing his car on 3rd down. He's going to air one out. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And Lambo will put this one through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Throwing again, Jackson. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Dewan Smoot in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
Here's Jackson to throw. On the crossing route, complete. That's Swanson. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big-time 3rd down play for the Ravens. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And this one is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Howard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Dewan Smoot with the tackle. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, it's Howard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Jordan Howard taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Well, Jumbo.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
29. Monday, now. 185.
Carr now on 1st down. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Low, low, low.
From midfield, here's Carr. And he will find his man on the outside. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
6:37. Go, go.
On 1st down, Carr. Buying time to his left. That is caught at the 7. That goes for a gain of 31. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hitting this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Corey Grant from 6 yards away. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays. They're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield. And make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Yeah, this will get him all the way inside of Jacksonville's 10. A big play that time for the Ravens. 58 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Detroit!
Running with Howard. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Jordan Howard, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
You're mine. Come here. Go, go. Get set, get set.
On 1st and 10, Carr. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
694.
Throwing on 1st down. Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Carr now to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Who's right? White Monday down. Go, go.
Now Carr, got to have this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. Oh, now he bowls him over. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. The Ravens on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Throwing now is Jackson. Hard throw, incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Now a desperation throw deep. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. 319! 319!
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.